much.
Right, Dr. Shamsi, when we talk about this particular choice of the defense minister and the support from his establishment to this particular first choice of de-escalating the situation, reaching a ceasefire deal, do you think that is anti-Israel as per Netanyahu?
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. No, I don't think so. I think it's just showpiecing and showcasing that to the US Parliament or the parliamentary committee, wherever he presented these ideas, and he was immediately taken to task by the Prime Minister. It is just distracting the people, especially the Western world, as the Excellency said, that the protests are growing. But that is not my point where I would like to come. Why should the Western world protest? Where is the Muslim Ummah, if there is any? Why there are no demonstrations in the streets of Riyadh, Islamabad, Dhaka and Jakarta and Kuala Lumpur and so many 56 Islamic countries? Why do we always depend that there would be a large demonstrations in Manhattan and Chicago and LA and London and Paris? Why? So that is what is
Shamsi, there have been a number of instances where there have been demonstrations as far as the Muslim countries is concerned, but the point is not limited to the demonstrations by the public. What about what would it take? The real question is, despite a lot of demonstrations, even those demonstrations or protests happening on such a massive scale in the Western countries also, the point is, what would it take the world, the international community, despite those injunctions by the International Court of Justice also, a number of resolutions at the UN Security Council regarding the matter, what would it take to stop Israel from carrying out its brutalities? And by looking at this statement, what I wanted was your analysis regarding the comparison when presumably if we consider what the Israeli defense minister is saying, that the first choice is to de-escalate the situation, and that right away the Israeli prime minister hits back. So when he makes a choice, presumably that his choice is right, so is it anti-Israel? Or that choice also goes in the favor of Israeli people also?
Not at all. As I said, it is distracting. There are fissures within the administration, there is no doubt about it, and that has been always like that. But Israel, look at the pattern. They don't care. They don't care about UN resolutions. They don't care about public opinion, their own public opinion. There have been a lot of demonstrations in Tel Aviv also. They don't care. They don't care for Western world's public demonstrations. They don't care about Ummah's public demonstrations. They do not care. Israel understands only one language, and that is, you have to hit back. I am not a proponent of war, because my definition of war is waste of available resources.
Oh, so if Israel doesn't care about any resolutions or any sort of injunctions by the International Court of Justice, the only solution is to hit back, yes. Right? So there is a statement by the Iranian President, Masoud Pezeshkian, let me quote that the point of view of Islamic Republic of Iran, war in any part of the world is not in the interest of any country, emphasizing that a punitive response to an aggressor is a legal right of the states and a way to stop crime and aggression. That is exactly what you are saying, in some other words. Am I correct?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. That's what I think. I mean, I always call these two states, Israel and India, inherently criminal states. They are ICS. Unless you hit back and you respond in the same coin, they will not stop.
Okay, so
this is what we have done in the past.
In the same coin, there is an assessment by the White House which says this particular a significant set of attacks on the part of Iranians may happen as soon as within this particular week. And in light of that particular thing, we have seen those decisions made by the defense chief of the US, also making an order for the deployment of a second aircraft carrier strike group and guided missile submarine over there. So don't you see the situation escalating towards a very dangerous point?
It has already escalated. Jawad, in one of your program, I think some 6 months back, I said that we are already at World War 2.5. At least 40% of world's population and people at this time are facing wars and conflicts everywhere in all regions, and more so in the Middle East.